Yo, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Cars and Things. It is such an awesome day. Woo! And I'm feeling so good. Look at the fresh cut. Look at the fresh cut. Look at the fresh cut. It is an awesome day because I am taking you on a tour of my ALPINA BMW M2 competition. Yep, you heard it right. It is right behind me. You have been waiting for the longest time to see this car, and the time is now. The time is literally now. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know what else we should do to the car. But also, please make sure you can subscribe. It means so much to us. Do consider subscribing. And right next to the subscribe button, there is a bell button. Click that so you never miss a video and you get it first before it drops. So you guys have been waiting for a super long time. I will not make you wait any longer. It's about to go down. It's time to see the car. Shout out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, everyone, so let me take you through a tour of my ALPINA BMW M2 competition right now. It's only right, because it is a rear-wheel drive BMW M car, that we start the review, unlike other YouTubers, we start the review at the back. Let's go. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about, and if you look right down at the bottom, is I have got a sports exhaust. Now, BMW with the M2 competitions has built a sports exhaust. It is not necessarily an M performance exhaust, but it is a sports exhaust, and for a stock car, sounds pretty good. Moving on, and what I also have here is lots of carbon on this car. What I really wanted to create was the best looking BMW M2 competition in the country. So what I've done is I've added M Performance carbon fiber tailpipes at the back, and they are all blacked out. Looking pretty cool. If you look just above that, is I have got a Formula One style diffuser. What I love about this diffuser the most is these hooves that come in between here. It makes the car look so aggressive and so badass. It looks freaking sick. And one other thing that's really awesome about this is whenever I brake, it's got a Formula One brake light. Whenever I brake, this illuminated light comes on, and at night, I tell you now, badass, bad, bad, bad. If we come up, the car has, as an extra as well, I've got a rear camera on the car. If you look right there, really handy for when you are kind of trying to park and moving backwards and things like that. I've also got another carbon fiber wing on the car. I love having these on my car, and what I will tell you is the standard ducktail wing that comes with these BMWs, I'm not a fan of. I really don't like. I really want something that's gonna pop out the back, and it really does, and I love it. And I love carbon. This car's loads of carbon, but let me show you what else this car's actually got. If we come around to the tires, now something that's very special about these is these are 19-inch Y-spoke rims. They came diamond cut with charcoal gray as well as black accents as well. So you aren't able to see it now because I feel like all cars should come with gloss black rims. I love gloss black rims. Everyone should have gloss black rims. I don't care. Everyone should have gloss black rims. But What's even more special, if you look through the rim right over here, I have got silver brakes. You might be asking, why aren't they typically blue? Most of the brakes that you get with these BMWs do come in blue, but these are the special sports brakes, upgraded sports brakes that you get with the BMW M2 as an extra. I paid about 20,000 Rand just to have these fitted, and I'll tell you now, they do work because you do need that stopping power. So they're pretty awesome to have and they work great. Now, this car, I'll tell you now, is fire. It is absolutely fire. We can stop the review now and I could be done. Bye. Fire. Boom. Now, I've only showed you just a bit of the car. We're going to continue. If you really want to create your car just like this and envision it just like this, I love customizing cars. This is what I love to do. Make sure you reach out to someone who is going to partner with you. Now, on this particular car, I partnered with Carbon Bros. They supplied, but also applied and executed all of my wishes and dreams for the car. And it was really a partnership. So make sure you get someone who's willing to partner with you. Check out the Carbon Bros. Like, I think I've become a carbon bro. See what I did there? But anyway, make sure you partner with someone and you guys can put together a collaborative effort, because that's what I love to do. I hope you get to love to do it as well after seeing this car. Let me show you more of it. What I've also done is I've got this triangular shape carbon fiber side skirts. It kind of protrudes out the car and I love that so much. It really pops and gives the car a really different look and a different dimension. If we move along the car, standard, I have got comfort access on the car. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I should add carbon fiber mirror covers on it? So essentially what they do is they remove this and they add a carbon cover on the car. Let me know. I wasn't quite sold on it. I'm not too sure. I'm really loving the black on black look because that's what I wear. That's my favorite color all day, every day. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Should I not? I don't know, but certainly something I am looking at. So now we're getting to a very special part of the car, and that is the hood. For you number phobes and all you people who love numbers and stats, it is a BMW M2 Competition, and it comes with 302 kilowatts or 305 kilowatts. You do get lucky packets as well. 550 Newton meters of torque. It is an inline 6, so it's got 6 cylinders if you're really interested to know. And what is also fascinating about this particular car as well is that it has got an S55 engine. Sound familiar? It is the exact same engine that you get on an M3 and an M4. They call it the M4 killer for a reason. You know that, right? You know that, right? But let me show you more of the car. Let me show you more about the car. So at the front, what I've gone with is I've gone with 2 canards. I've gone with a bigger one that curves around the grille over here. It is a grille, it is real. And one smaller one here. I've never seen this before in the country at all. I have not seen it in the country at all. I've seen someone with one of these, but I haven't seen them at all. So it gives the car a really special touch, a really special dimension, and makes it look so aggressive. So aggressive, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Cool. At the top here, I've got some eyelids, which essentially is a wrap. And what the M2s come with is a black grille. Grills always have to be black. They look so dope. They give the front such a mean and aggressive look. So this I absolutely loved when it came with it. At the bottom, I have got a carbon fiber. Everything is carbon, by the way, like carbon. Everything is carbon. I love carbon. I love having high quality carbon as well. Let me know if you guys think I should do forged carbon on the car. It's a bit expensive, but I know that I will certainly have one of one in the country. Maybe even in Africa, in the continent, one of one. Forged carbon. It might cost me like 100 grand, but I'm into all the crazy shit. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. What I have here is a carbon fiber lip on the car. It kind of comes out like that. It's pretty much like the standard one that you typically get with the M2. I've seen a lot of people getting the M2 CS lip on the car. I'm not too sure if I want to get that. Maybe I will in the future, but for now, I'm loving this look. I'm really enjoying this look of the car. And of course, I've got the ALPINA badges all throughout the car, on the outside as well as on the inside of the car. Now, you've seen how special this car looks. I'm loving this car so much. I haven't done anything to the engine yet. I may still do something to the engine. I'm not sure, but I'm loving it as it is, as stock as it is. I'm really enjoying and loving this car. It looks so aggressive. It looks so badass in sapphire black. I've never been a fan of black cars because they're so high maintenance, but this one is worth it. Let's get into the exciting part. You guys want to see inside the car, right? Let's go. Now we find ourselves in the cabin of the car, which is the kind of space that you're going to be occupying pretty much every time, right? Because you want to drive it. It's such a driver focused car. But let's talk a bit more about the interior. You guys know how I felt about my 2018 BMW M2 LCI. And the first thing I love about the M2 Competition is it comes with BMW's M3, M4 seats that I loved so much. I missed them when I used to have my M4. And these are the exact illuminated seats. The M2 just behind me illuminated the dark. It looks so badass. It looks so good. And I love it. I literally love it, love it, love it. So the first thing is the seats. The second thing is this car is decked out with carbon fiber. Now I went all out in terms of carbon fiber, but inside what's really special is I've got loads of Alcantara. Now I always used to feel a bit swag when I used to see my mates Audis and they used to have Alcantara everywhere. Now this car has Alcantara everywhere and I really love that. If you look on the seats, Alcantara. If you look on the sides, Alcantara. If you look at the back, Alcantara. So whoever I take in this car gets to have the same experience that I have. Of course, they don't have the seats. So those are really two things that I love. Something that you will notice, I have got the MDCT 7-speed, which of course, I don't think I'm a manual dude. I'm not trying to work out one carve. You know what I mean? I am working out at the gym. I don't need that. But I would love to experience at some point a manual M car. But what I do have now is the MDCT. Love it, love it, love it. Now I can tell you and go to the moon and back about what this car actually has. I've got the navigation on this car. I've got the Harman Kardon of the car. I've got touchscreen on the car, the comfort access in the car. This car is literally decked out with absolutely every single spec, every single item that you could literally get on the car. But you guys don't want me to talk about that, do you? You just want to drive. So let's do just that. Let's drive. Now we are driving the ALPINA 2020 BMW M2 Competition. You guys have been asking for more driving shots, so that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So I'm in the seat of my new car and I absolutely love it. I love BMW because it is a dynamic drive. A lot of you guys may call me a BMW fanboy. I've just been fortunate enough to own a number of M cars. I've been able to own an M235, an M240, an M2 LCI, as well as my new M2 Competition. Now, there are a number of differences and I can talk about them all freaking day. But I will say that this is probably my best M car yet. Why? It is my best M car because I've always wanted a hybrid of an M2 and an M4. And with the M2 Competition, it feels like both of those had a baby. So I'm super happy to be behind the wheel of my M2 Competition. I do not drive this car as much as I'd like to, I'll be honest, but I certainly do enjoy being behind the wheel. It's a dynamic drive, it's a fun drive, and an exciting drive because this car goes sideways very easily. I wasn't trying to do a donut, but I accidentally did one. Check this out real quick. Now that was cool, right? That's awesome. I love being behind the wheel of the M2 Competition. Now, first thing I want to talk to you guys about is the suspension. On my 2018 LCI, the suspension felt a lot harder, but here it feels calm, it feels serene, it feels very comfortable behind the wheel of the M2 Competition. What I'm still looking to do though is get AC Schnitzer suspension. I've mentioned that before. I do want to get it for the car. I've heard that it doesn't compromise the drive, which is really what I want. Ideally, what I would love to get is some coilovers for the car just to get that comfort while I actually drive. I am driving a sports car after all, so I do want to feel a bit of the road. So we'll see about that, but definitely one of the big differences between this. Of course, what I also love about the car and the drive is how sharp the steering wheel is. Literally, it is super sharp. I seldom drive on comfort mode. I have a number of modes that I can drive in and have the steering in. Of course, you find them on an M2, M3, M4, and a lot of M cars as well. And I often drive on sports. I have the steering on sports. It's big, it's girthy. And what I'm able to do is to have it really stiff and hard. Sounds so weird me saying that, but to have it really hard while I drive so I don't get this. There's no free play with the steering wheel, which is what I love. When you're wielding this much power, because with much power comes great responsibility, and you need to know how to handle this car in particular. So the handling is sharp, and the driving feel is just insane. Like, I love these cars. Maybe that's why I've had so many. But what I will tell you guys is I am looking forward to owning a race car very soon, in the next month or so. In just a couple weeks, I could have a new race car. You heard it right. I could have a new race car, and we are then going to start building this thing. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the M2 Competition and how I'm enjoying it. It's really one of the best BMWs I've ever owned. Something else that I really dig about the M2 Competition, and there are a few things I didn't like about the 2018 LCI, which is probably why I let it go much sooner, and I made a great mistake. This is certainly the best mistake I've ever done. If you haven't checked out that video, do go see how I made the best mistake ever in buying this car. So what I really love about the car again as well is the MDCT. The MDCT gearbox is one of my favorite. It is sharp and it is quick. Between the gears, it literally just goes like 1, 2, 3. It is really quick and really wields the power that you are looking for. Be careful of gear 2 though. That's when your car gets a lot of its power. That's when the turbo kicks in, and a lot of people are very fearful of BMWs. What you should be fearful of is gear 2 if you are going to be fearful. But something that goes with the gears is the functions that you actually drive the car in. Now, I am currently driving in MDM mode, which is really a medium mode that goes between your sports mode and full traction off. Allows you to have a bit of slip and have a bit of fun. It actually makes you look like a superstar, and I often drive in MDM mode, and these cars are so much fun because you could hit corners beautifully. So what I really want to do is have less talking and more drive. Now, I hope you guys have enjoyed the latest episode of Cars and Things, where we have the ALPINA 2020 BMW M2 Competition. I know I didn't show you much of the inside. I just want to drive this car. I want to get in right now and drive this car. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, let us know what you think as well. And right next to that, please do subscribe, please consider subscribing, and most importantly, make sure you click that bell button so you never miss a video. Right now, I'm out. I want to drive this car a bit more and have more fun. I'm out.